It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. So what? Won by the Pistons. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And scores.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Pistons ball here. Turns, hops, and finishes. The abuse at the rim for Blake Griffin.
That probably won't be the last time we see a dunk from him tonight. Maybe sometimes you should send a message. Give him a hard foul. Don't let it be so easy.
I'll take that.
Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
I got him. Here we go. I'm here. I got ball.
And his Cantor above the rim.
I mean, with so much talk these days about three-point shooting and the spacing on the court and having versatile athletic wings, sometimes when you have a dominant big man, you keep giving him the ball. You let him be that anomaly.
Rebound taken down by the Pistons. A pass stolen by Phoenix. Here comes the screen. Late heave to beat the buzzer. We played one at Talking Stick Resort Arena with the Suns on top. Jay and I return to the Valley of the Sun after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Shot from in close, no good. Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. He's 2 for 2 now. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
And the 2. The finish at the rim for Drummond.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Slams it down.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Screen coming. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Phoenix has the ball. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Knocked loose. Looking to push. perfect feed to set up the basket.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Cruises inside for two.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Deep three at the buzzer. This quarter's in the books. The Suns lead it big.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Suns dominated this matchup from the opening tip. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Phoenix Suns. The Pistons may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Field goals.
The Detroit Pistons weren't efficient with their shooting, and therefore they weren't effective with their offense. Their field goal percentage is lacking, and it's probably the biggest reason for their first half deficit.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have off nights. Today has just been one of those nights for this guy. These are the top plays from the opening half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
And the finish at the rim.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Jackson with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Markieff Morris sends it away. From the outside, no good. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Jackson with it. Trailing by 14. Reggie Jackson. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And count the basket inside.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Jackson with it. Down a bundle. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Yep, I got him. I got him. Here we go.
Count the basket at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
It's Detroit's ball. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
Well, when the shot clock is dwindling down to its last couple of seconds, sometimes it can be seen as an extra defender. Try to get some shots earlier in the clock. This way, allow the game to breathe.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle. That ends the period. The Suns dominating so far. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter. And not a whole lot you could do in this situation other than give it your best shot.
And players don't like to hear this, Ed, but the reality of the matter is this is a character-building opportunity. Yes, you may lose this game, but that does not mean that you do not fight each and every possession.
Rotate. Well, let's split.
Off the assist.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Here comes the screen. Curling inside. Griffin driving, but his shot won't go down. Markieff Morris tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Knocked loose. Another chance and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
You gotta get up on that.
Let him out.
Let's go.
Knocked loose. Shot from the lane won't go.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Had a good look there, but it's no good. Booker. Devin Booker in his own desert. No one in sight, and he takes advantage.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Got it. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Suns with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns put their opponents away in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scores to the Phoenix Suns. Long before the final buzzer. And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Detroit Pistons.
Game trap. Steals. Player of the game.
Being able to put up these kind of numbers is always impressive, but having the ability to lead and inspire is something special. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Phoenix Suns. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden in Midtown Manhattan. Tonight, the New York Knicks. The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm shot.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Brown into the front court. They trail by 2. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. Lets it fly from long range, gets it to go. Coach cannot be happy with that closeout.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose a dagger with the 3.
The drive, right to the basket. Smith to the basket, but it stays out.
And I love when great coach... Oh, he sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. And the basket good at the rim.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. And a nice finish at the rim.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Shot from the lane won't go. Kanter above the rim. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
A pass stolen by Phoenix. Deep three at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. After one, it's the visiting Suns on top. Jay and I return after this. It's the NBA on a Friday night, and it's on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Ryan Anderson able to recover with the block. Smith with the basketball. Trailing by 14. Cleans it up. Smith now. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Here's a chance from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Smith now into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Nice finish at the rim. Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Smith to the basket, but it stays out. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Beyond the arc for three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
And the two. Counted at the rim for DeAndre Jordan.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
And it's Kanter. He's 2 for 2 now.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Off the assist. 15-footer at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Suns dominating so far. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Fires the three. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those three things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Smith with it up top. Down a bundle. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. And the Suns secure the rebound. 4-3. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Into the front court comes Smith. His guys down big. Good look that time, but off the mark.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Timeout here for the Knicks as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Plenty of contact. The shot no good.
That's me, I got it.
Layup goes down. Well done.
So many concerns about his strength and, more importantly, his durability. But he looks solid on that play.
Smith into the front court.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. The Suns lead it. The Knicks to inbound here to start the fourth quarter. They're looking up at a big margin. And that, Jay, shouldn't come as a surprise to many.
Well, for them to have a chance to win, I'm glad they brought their A game in their backpacks here to the arena, but that's not enough. They need their A+ game, and they need to execute down the stretch. You need to throw everything in the bag at them in order to win this game.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc, and it's good.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
The possession lies with New York. Driving right to the basket. Knocked loose. Taken by the Suns. Almost. And he's not getting the call.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
It goes down.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. For 3. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. And it's Booker who grabs the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
The follow won't go either. It's the Suns with the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Jalen Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Suns put their opponents away in a blowout. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored to the Phoenix Suns. The Knicks did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. And it's games like this where veteran players can be so important. They've been through these types of blowouts, and they know what it takes to keep a locker room united. The Knicks relied on these guys for their scoring here today.
Game track. Field goals.
The New York Knicks were terrible with their shooting, and I'm pretty sure that's not news to anyone that's out there. What will become news, however, is if their poor shooting starts to create turmoil within the team.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's a look at the upcoming games for the New York Knicks. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
Hey, it's Coach Johnny from Handle Life. The one filled it up last night, getting bucket after bucket after bucket. Let's check it out. Highlights. That's not just talent. Scoring like that takes a lot of practice. Coach dribble too much, and I'm out.